Good morning, everyone. Uh, Welcome to the Collins Family Urban Homestead. My name is Larry Collins. This channel's named Larry Collins, but I like to call it the Collins Family Urban Homestead. This is Saturday, June the 20th. Figured we'd do a quick garden tour this morning. We had a pretty good storm come through last night, so we'll kind of go take a look and see if we had any damage to any of the plants and stuff over there. So let's go take a walk out, go take a look. I think the first thing we gotta go take a look at right here are the chicks. It looks like they are doing well. So they survived all the rain and stuff last night. Oh, just a note on the chicken front. I did put took some eggs and got them set last night. Put them in lockdown rather. They should start hatching on Monday, Tuesday time frame. We got 19 eggs in the incubator right now. They've been there for a couple of weeks, so Monday makes 21 days that I put them in the incubator. So first part of next week we should have some chicks starting to hatch. So let's walk over here and take a look at the garden and see if we got anything going on. Everything looks good at this point. Okay. One thing I am liking, these are Amish face tomatoes. I wasn't sure just how big some of these tomatoes were actually going to get. Looking at some of these, they are, there we go, let's do this. These guys are actually pretty good sized for Amish tomato, for aroma type tomato anyway. So these guys are doing pretty well. And we're getting some leaf curl and stuff. We'll see if that rain last night helps any of that. Some of it looks like it may have, but we'll kind of see. Sorry if I'm kind of getting off and stuff. I'm kind of looking at the plants and trying to talk to you at the same time. So, but everything's looking good over here so far. No significant damage, any damage on this that I'm seeing right offhand anyway. Come back up here. I'll just taking a look down. The ducks and the chickens are definitely enjoying the Malabar spinach. You know what? Let me put this on pause for a minute while that train goes by. So the tomatoes have fared pretty well, and they're doing good. I'm kind of liking how well they're coming along here. So green beans, I mean, they're looking all right, but during the week they start drying out pretty hard. Down at the bottom, there's a lot of dead material down there. I'm not sure if I got some bad hay and or bad straw, and it had some spray on it or something, but these are just actually not doing as well as I had hoped. I'm thinking that trellis may not have been tall enough. I may need to, by the next time, do something different there. And we'll see where that goes. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of flowers, but I haven't seen anything looking like beans yet. So this may end up being a bit of a failure. At this point, I'm not expecting a whole lot. Now, my squash, on the other hand, this was an afterthought. I'm just like, okay, I got some clear space. Let's go put some squash in here and see what happens. Well, I know I've already harvested over 10 pounds of this crookneck squash. It's looking kind of rough this morning, just because of the storm last night. It should pop back up. They probably need to go in there and take a look and see if there's any damage. So I need that, and I saw some pruning I need to do on some of the tomatoes to get some of the stuff up off the ground. So those all did pretty well. I know I've got quite a bit of stuff in there that needs to be harvested. Oh, actually, I don't know if they're big enough yet. We'll have to wait and see. So that's where we're at with that. I've still got the work to do over there. Okay, so I wanted to add in a little part here. This particular squash, I went up earlier this week and went on all these squash plants. I did a lot of pruning, taking out a bunch of old leaves and stuff like that. I think one of them I may have gotten a little carried away with. This particular plant goes from here up to here, and I accidentally left it with just 2 leaves. I pruned off a whole lot of leaves off that, so and they're still green, but I've not seen it put on any new leaves. So this one may be toast. I may end up having to take it out. So just figured I kind of showed that. It's kind of if you're gonna go prune your squash plants, be careful. Don't take them all out. This tomato's here at the sip is still doing all right. Not doing great, but it's not doing bad either. So still need to harvest some. I need to harvest some basil today. These that's my chives and my bunching onions. And these are the sip tomatoes. Aren't really doing a whole lot. Haven't let the birds out yet. Still have, and I'm being told about it too. So this is over by the compost pile. This is kind of a last minute deal. Anyway, we're over here by the compost pile, and I caught this late last week. I think it's after all the videoing I did. And this tomato plant, you can see, just kind of volunteered there. So far, he looks healthy, he's doing good. We'll kind of leave him there, and being he's literally right in front of the compost pile, he's getting all the nutrients he needs, or he should be anyway. So I'm gonna keep this box around him and let it as kind of a support and let it grow up. Now I know the only thing that tomato plant can be is I think it's a Sweet 100. It's a cherry tomato plant that I grew last year, and got lots of cherry tomatoes off of them. So I like them. It's just I wanted tomatoes for a different purpose this year. So if we get some cherry tomatoes off of him, that'll be great. So we'll let him volunteer, let him grow up right there, protect them a little bit, and we'll see what happens. So just figured I'd show you that. So the feeder back there, it's doing a pretty good job. I like how well that's working. It's keeping stuff dry, keeping stuff where it's supposed to be at, not as much of a mess. And I had done the same thing here for the ducks, keeps their stuff dry and out of the way. One thing I've seen this morning, I'm gonna have to go back and relook at, rebuild, redo. The storm last night blew the top right clean off my brooder, so that's got to be the top priority to get fixed today. Either stronger hinges, a latch on the other side. I got to do something to make sure that stays down, because if there had been chicks in there last night, would have been in trouble. I probably wouldn't have, they would all be dead this morning. So yeah, that's got to get fixed. Now, let me turn you around and show you kind of an inside view of this in case you haven't seen it before. So the idea there is to get them a spot on that side. It's up out of any weather that's in the air, keeps them dry and stuff. And then the other side is where I can kind of keep their water. Any spillage and stuff can just drop straight down from there. I can always clean out the other side, you know, when they get ready to move out of this. So that's the general idea and thoughts on this at the moment. Obviously, I've got to make a couple of improvements and get that fixed, and we'll kind of go from there. So don't know how much is gonna be going on this weekend. This may be just the end of the video. I just kind of want to give another more of a personal kind of update. So last week I was with an individual, and I was at the house for a little bit, and then they texted me on Thursday. Yeah, we texted Wednesday night, we found out, and she texted that she had tested positive for this whole COVID-19 thing. So Thursday I'm at work, and all of a sudden it's like I let my boss know. First off, just like earlier in the day, I had a doctor's appointment I was normally supposed to go to, ended up having to cancel that appointment. Was at work late. By the time I got around to talking to my boss, it's like all of a sudden it's like everybody's going crazy. Now I'm in a spot where it's usually me, myself, and I are the only ones where I work. I'm kind of self-isolated to a huge degree, but I still have people coming in and out every now and then. But they told me to go ahead and finish out the shift and then stay home Friday, and I'm supposed to take all of next week off. So we'll see what comes up this next week. It's going to be interesting, but it was amazing how to see that spider web kind of start expanding out of things I could no longer do or go and stuff like that. So it's amazing how one person, being in contact with one person, can totally change your week and change how you do things. So anyway, if I have anything else to throw in the video about, over the weekend, I'll add it on. If not, we'll close this out from here. So hope you have a great week. God bless, and we'll see you on the next video.